Hello viewers, my name is Brother Wolf 81 and I'm a little bit of an artist. Today I am going to paint up porcelain bowl. I'm just going to do it off the top of my head, just going to do like a little scenic view and that. So let's get cracking. So firstly, porcelain pens, you can get them from any hobby shop. Hobby craft, places like that, they usually come fine liners, which I'm using here for detailing, and then you've got normal colours and that for your normal basic outlines. They roughly work off about £15 for a pack of 15. Fine liners you're looking at about £5 to £8 for a pack of 3. Okay, so just get this set up. So, just going to do the bit on the front of the bowl. So, best thing to do, just give these a shake for about a minute or two. If you have, just get yourself a bit of paper, just to take the excess off, so that it doesn't come out too thick or too quick on your sheet of paper. Okay, so I'm just I'll stick a couple of green edge here, just some trees, just to set the scene up for the front of the bowl. It's very easy to do, and that's just like drawing on paper. If you do make a mistake, just while it's wet, just get a little damp cloth or a tissue and that, you can rub it out and re-go over. You don't need to worry, these do not set onto the bowl until after you've baked them in the oven for 30 minutes. That's the last section, by the way. So all we'll do for now, let's just get our design put on there. Normally what they tell you to do with each of your pens and that is each colour stage, leave it on there for about 15 minutes to dry and then work over. I, however, have found the colours tend to dry very quickly and can be dry literally in a matter of minutes. But that's all down to yourselves on how long. I haven't got an account yet. I am on Redbubble. Bro Wolf 81, just check out my designs up on Redbubble. But I should have hopefully like an Etsy account done up pretty shortly, and that. So as you see, got some still bits for the tree and section. I ain't going to put the leaves and that on yet. I'll do the colours on those first, and then I'll go around with outline to detail them out. So let's just pop in a bit of the sea line, or the beach front, should I say. Now, I do have to be honest, I'm not the greatest artist, but I do like to draw, so as I say, you don't have to be accurate yet. This is just outlining, so you can delete bits off and add bits as and when needed. So for now I'm just gonna just pop in a line there, just so that I know where I want to come up to with the sea line. Let's just stick a bit of a yacht on that. It's quite easy to do in that. Normally, if you're going to draw, it's always best to draw out on your porcelain first in pencil. Give yourself an outline. Use a soft pencil because it will come on, and then you can, after you've baked it, it's easy to rub out the pencil line and that. And all these porcelain pens are dishwasher safe and food safe. So what I'm just doing is just colouring in a bit. I'm not going to do a full-on colour scene. I'm going to have some of it done out in shadows. If you find the ink's coming out a little thin, just press on the nib. These are like push tops. It just helps for the ink to come out a bit thicker, so that when you bake them off, you're not left with any, not much on the way of pen lines. So let's just stick some background features in that. So far, as you can see, I've got the tree outlines on both sides, bit of the waterfront at the top, the sailing boat, kind of tanker in the back there. I've just sort of winged that a little, and then some birds and that. Don't worry about, I'm going to stick like a sunset on there. Don't worry if you go over the top of the birds and that. We can soon go back over with the fine liner to finalise putting that in. So now let's add some colour to this. Get a bit dark blue in there. So that's how it's coming out at the moment. You may need to stick another coating on it. Try and do it while it's wet, because when it dries it does tend to peel. So I shall show you the next stage once I'm done. Hello folks, welcome back. Okay, so we've done the first section of the bolt, and as you can see, got like little sections of palm tree going up, coloured in the water. It's all now dry, so now it's time to put on the next layer. So I'm gonna use some green now, stick some greenery on there. Start doing some of the trees, or the palms, should I say. Doesn't have to be neat. Stick this on right here. As I say, I'm not a brilliant artist. Kind of more of a casual. But I do like to do artwork and that. Although for those of you that do art and that out there, you probably might agree with me, but I tend to find I have trouble doing portraits. Portraiture, character references. Usually I like to have something in front of me to work to. I tend to find it's very hard for me to work straight from my head out onto a bit of paper. It always tends to come out wrong. Usually when you get to about 2 hours and you've got a plain piece of paper sitting in front of you with loads of rubbings out and everything. So I usually have some bits in front of me to work to, but I do like doing scenery. Scenery is probably easier to do from the head than anything else. Right, so I've got some green on there, so we'll leave that to dry. But while that's drying, I can now do some of the background, as it's not going to be anywhere near that. So I'm going to do the sunset. I'm going to start off with an orange and let that dry, and then I'm going to add some little bit of red and yellow to it, and then also with the water I'm going to add some little streaks of purple and pink and red, just to make it stand out a bit for detailing. The only thing is, as you can probably see, these pens do come out quite thick. I don't know if you can see that there, but if I bring it up, just in the middle of the boat there, you've got two like orange bits. They come out a bit thicker than what I wanted. Unfortunately, these porcelain pens, they only come down to a certain thickness before you get the fine liners, so we might be able to get rid of the thickness of those orange once they're dry with a bit of fine liner, just to recolour in. So now let's just finish off the bottom. Unfortunately, I don't have, well, I don't know if you can get like the different shades or whatnot, so I've only got like a light blue and a dark blue. I don't have anything that sort of gradually tones down to the same. So for this, I'm just using light blue, sort of hopefully try and mould it in. When you go over the top of the other colours and that, just do it very lightly, as to try not to peel it too much. So there we are so far. So we'll add a couple more colours in there just to give it a bit more detailing. Okay, so let's add some brown down there. Down the sides. As I say, if you make a mistake, it's not too bad. All washes are quite easy. For small bits and that, I recommend using cotton buds with a little bit of water, tiny bit of water on. There we go. So just got to finish off the bottom. We'll stick some more colour around the sun and on the water. Just doing a bit of the beach now. There we are. And just while I'm waiting for the sun to dry, let's add some, just some little bits of purple, red and pink into the water there. Just little squiggles. Not too much, don't want to overdo it. And there we go. So now what we'll do is just add a small bit to the sun there. Just going to do a dot and dab on there. Just to bring that out a little more with a bit more colour. Finally a little bit of yellow. And then a small bit of teal just to set the sky. Obviously just be careful if you just paint it, you are a minute wait till it dries. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing dot form. I'm not covering the whole sky. And then what we'll do is once that's dry, we'll then get the fine liner out and just redo the birds in the sky and any patch ups. So far, there we are, it's the front of the bolt. just let that dry now. Do a quick touch up on the fine liner, which we can do the first bit now. Straighten this up, this one's starting to run out. There we go. Job done. Just let that dry and then we can start putting in for the middle. Okay, so now for the last section, the inside of the bolt. I'm not going too extravagant on this. Just going to do a quick sunset scene. So just get the colour in the sun here. Good thing is you can pretty much draw whatever you want really with these. Get an idea, put it down, give it a try out. Good for the creative mind. So I'm just going to let that half set dry. So while that's drying underneath, just going to start doing the, let's see, I'm not going to colour it too much. I'm not too fussed if the orange mixes in a little with it, kind of work it out a little. Tip it up a little to give it a little just letting the colour run a little. Give it a little extra effect. So at the moment, and now we'll just let that dry for 5 minutes, and then we'll go over the top, just a few light colours just to blend it all in and finish it off. Hello folks, welcome back. So we have the bowl now, we've got the front and then the inside. Just going to finish off the inside with a bit of just a bit of spot detailing now. So it's looking a bit messy at the moment. I said it because it's just a quick rough put on, and this detailing should finish it off. But I also wanted to keep the swells sort of section to it. It sort of adds a little effect to it. The good thing is these pens, once they've dried, once the last section's dried, and you stick it in the oven for, with these pens, 165 degrees for about 30 minutes. I tend to do them a bit longer. I tend to find they work better if you leave them in for about 40 minutes or so, and then leave them in the oven to cool down with the oven. Let's do light pink first. So this is my first video footage. So I do have other designs which I've got indoors, which I'll do a little video of previous designs that I've done. And not just bowls, I've done plates and everything before. I've not done vases yet. That'll be a new one to try. So that's the first part. Let's do the next.
Oh, dinner's on. Okay, then. I'm very cold.
So we'll just do a bit of dark red.
Have a look at this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as I said, just be careful when you're applying colour on colour, because obviously where the colour's dried underneath does tend to it will tend to peel because it's not set on the actual porcelain yet until you bake it. Hence the reason why sometimes I use a bit of dot dabbing. just add with the black just some birds and that to finish that off. And there you have it. Just a quick little finish. And just let that dry now. Once that's done, plonk it in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes, 260 degrees. Oh, should I put it that way? And then that will be done. So I will have some more on the go, which I will record. This one's just a quick one. This was more just for a tester, really, just to try out the camera and get myself used to a bit of recording. But the other designs and that, I shall have some stuff probably drawn up and that first, rather than working off the top of the head, and then I'll have it recorded with the outlining and the colouring. So, well, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and if you like it, please hit that like and hit the follow, and I'll have some more on the way soon. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.